What is good, everybody?
Hey,
Thank you guys for being so patient while we work out the technical difficulties. So wait a couple moments to
yep.
let everybody jump in. I know there's a couple of live catches going on, so that's fine if you want to join that. And you can always pop in later on or catch the stream later on tonight whenever you get a time. So it's completely fine with us. And we'll wait a couple moments. Thank you, Jinx.
Oh, let me run this down.
I was gonna say I hear echo on this on my end.
Yeah, it's gonna be gone. It's gone now.
That's
I
all
just
right.
um, I just brought out my laptop so I can in case because I can't see chat on my
Now
phone.
you're good.
I see an option for it, but when I click on it, the screen goes black. So
Now you're good, man. Just
cool, man.
wait a couple moments. Thank you, Split, for joining. Thank you, Jinx, for joining. Trying to
What's up,
scroll.
Split? That's
Thank you
my
for all.
brother.
Okay. Shout out to Daps' brother. Thank you,
No, I'm
Blanca
good.
Blanca, and Tony for commenting earlier. And then Julie, thank you for stopping by a few minutes ago. Thank you guys once
Hi
again
guys.
for being patient while we try to work this out. It's all
Yeah.
good though.
So I
Um,
was yeah, I was painting outside. I was doing, me, I'm always up to something. So
yeah,
I just ran up and grabbed my laptop and
it's all good, man.
figured in. Yeah.
What you
So
painting?
oh that bike I got the other day, the neighbor's bike there. I don't know if you can see, like it's all in pieces now, but I got the handlebars and like everything going. I think the yellow, it's a red line. It's a little too much for her. So the yellow was. So
Mhm.
I'm doing a white and blue. That's her favorite color. So I pull it apart.
Oh,
What
that's
up,
awesome.
FM?
What's up,
My
Creep Five
boy.
FM? Glad you just stopped
Yo,
by. That was
yeah,
awesome.
I didn't yeah, hopefully Tommy got his catch. Shout out to Colorado Pet Patrol, man. I know he had a live catch right as we were just coming on. So people can probably tune into this after
Yeah,
if they'd like. So
yeah. There's a couple lives that are going on, but like I said, if we wait later on, who's to say there won't be another catch or something? So it's completely fine. Um, that is more important in some aspects than this little interview. So I'm not making light of
right,
it whatsoever, but catching pedophiles is definitely a top priority. So that's
right,
not a problem. Not a problem with me whatsoever.
right.
Um,
You guys might catch me like glancing off to what is it, the left or the right? That's just me checking out chat. So
no, you're
I
good.
have my laptop with me too. So
You're good.
how's the volume? Everything okay?
I can hear you perfectly, man.
Cool.
You good on your end?
Yeah, I brought the backup gaming set with the mic too if I need to.
Oh, you're good. I had to
I
switch to
always
my phone just to make sure it's a little easier for me to text you and whatnot to get the link. So I'm glad you got everything set up and everything.
right,
And
right.
shout out to Creeps for getting that guy last night. This is one of the
Yeah,
YouTube
man.
channel.
Yeah,
That,
that had me heated for a little bit. Just just the fact that the way the officers treated him, right as he approached them, you know what I mean? They
yeah.
treated him like a joke, and they shouldn't be like that, man. That had me heated.
No, especially something that serious. The dude's out there to meet a minor. You would think that they would have a little more respect and a little more seriousness for the situation instead of worrying about their break and not
Yep.
taking the situation serious at all. I mean,
Yeah,
that's a kid.
that's their job, man. Like, they're sworn into their job to like report shit like that and investigate shit like that. They can't just walk away from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I don't know.
that's
That just throws me for a loop, man. I was
that's
telling them the other day, like if we could only get a hold of like someone high profile in New York, and take them out for a ride and have them just observe from like the vehicle, maybe some high profile person, and maybe they could, get something started, because it's hard
yeah,
for him, man. You know,
yeah. It's a struggle, man. But I mean, that's
right, Jinx?
one less person they got to worry about. Hopefully, they can somebody can see what happened and do something about it. Because
Yep.
that's, especially if he's on YouTube doing the stuff that he's doing, that's, that's not good at all.
Right. And I don't know. It's just now if it were some regular, I'm not bringing prejudice into it or anything, but someone like me or someone like you or somebody else were to approach the police officer, what would they,
Mhm.
approach it in a different fashion? Would they? Something
Yeah,
maybe we should try like, some sort of study on it or something because I don't think it's right, man.
I I can I bet it's not good to admit, but I could pretty much say if it was somebody like me or you that had the same
Right,
exact situation, the situation would be totally different, and
right.
that's unfortunate. That
That's
shouldn't.
all I'm saying, man. It's like,
Yeah.
Creeps has his hands full, man, and a lot of people um don't see what happens um behind the scenes. There's a lot
Hmm.
he has to go through. There's a lot he puts up with.
Hmm. Yeah,
That
he's a
that
good
that
dude.
just adds extra stress. And to see FM actually follow through and still give 110% at what he does
Hmm.
and his decoys, man. Shout out to his decoys too, man. They're putting in, you know what I mean, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 hours a day, and people don't
Hmm.
see that either.
They
Hi
don't see the behind the
Dragonfly,
scenes.
how
What's
are
up,
you?
Mackenzie? Thank you for stopping by tonight. Can't lie, I was burnt. No, it's, I mean, it's sad. It shouldn't be funny. It's sad. It's like they shouldn't never have treated you like that, but
I
you
mean,
just gotta
even
keep on doing
look the guy's YouTube up. I mean,
it. Hmm.
Jesus, he's got a channel of smoking crack, and
Yeah,
YouTube is letting this platform just
just
air
go.
every time. Yeah, I think there was the guy posted like maybe what was it like 7 minutes before FM actually caught him.
Hmm.
I think it was 7 minutes he posted on his YouTube. Right before FM caught him.
Yeah,
You know,
and I
unreal.
commented on one of his videos. I think it was the most recent one. I commented, and it was like you said, it wasn't too long before he had FM had busted him, which is crazy.
Yeah,
So I guess we can go ahead and get started. I know
yeah.
more people have jumped in. Go ahead and like the stream as well, ladies and gentlemen, and share and subscribe so we can get more people in here to hear Daps' story. Like I said earlier, thank you. Hey, Megan, thank you for stopping by.
Hey,
Um,
Megan.
Thank you for joining. What's Your Story, episode 4. I want to thank everybody for the awesome feedback that I got last week for my interview with Courtney. Like I said before, we're definitely going to do it again. But I'm excited about today's interview. This
Yeah.
guy, he's a pretty good guy. From every time I've been involved in the community, he's been a good guy. So I've heard nothing but good
Hey,
things.
same with you, man. Same with you. And if anybody has any questions, I mean, I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. Um, you can throw them at me. I might not answer certain ones due to the fact that I don't want any trouble started. And let's just keep it clean and shit. You know what I mean? Excuse my
Yeah,
language, but you guys
I know you're
can yeah,
fine.
you guys can throw anything at me, and I'll answer it to the best of my abilities. You know what I mean? I got nothing to hide at all. So
No, you're
yeah,
fine. We could say the questions towards the end of the interview or whatnot, and people
yeah,
that want to ask anything, want to ask, they can feel free at that point in time. Thank you, Wes, for stopping by as well. Um,
yeah.
One initial question is, what is Dab's Diary? Where did you get that
Yeah.
nickname from?
Well, it came from my my nickname that I've had for pretty much a lifetime since middle school and because I'm sure you've heard of Dapper Dan, right? Like I always
Uh-huh.
used to dress well and like people they just always called me Dap, Dapper, Dapper Dan, and so it just stuck with me. And from there, it was just I was always into music, and we had our own little music group, and that just made it stick even more. Um, yeah, so it was like, and then from there, I just, after 2003, I kind of retired from music and making music or whatever. And I loved YouTube. I love watching YouTube, man. I call it YouTube University. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and I was always into, I was always filming little clips here and there, but I never really posted anything. I loved photography. Both of my parents were heavy into it because they were always hiking, always up in the mountains and hiking and fishing. And so I was, traveling with them, and I said, you know what, I want to start my own YouTube, and so
Mm-hmm.
I just Daps Diary just was it's my diary of my everyday, what I do every day, it's what it could be me repairing a bike, it could be me, you know, walking the street with a with a pred catcher, it could be me
Mm-hmm.
chilling at a beach, anything. I could be working on a truck. I could be at my family barbecue. It's just what I do every day. You know what I mean? So it's just basically a diary of my life. So
Yeah.
that's where that came from.
Yeah, because a lot of
Yeah.
people got that confused with Dads Against Predators, but that has
Yeah,
nothing to
they
do with that
always,
whatsoever.
right. And I was like, shit, Daps is a fantastic organization, man. He's a good guy. I've never personally talked to him. I've never met him. But from what I hear and the people that do talk to him and deal with him, he's a great guy. He's great people. I have no problems with him, no issues with him. I love his catches. I watch his catches. And shout out to Dads Against Predators.
Yeah,
But I didn't want to change my name. I was like, dude, I've had my name since I was a kid. I'm not, and this was
yes,
before I even found, like predator poachers, so it was crazy because I was, on YouTube doing my drone thing. And I had a longtime friend. I've known her for many, many, many years, and it was Julie. Shout out to Julie, Julie Harmon. She actually sent me a link to PP Mass,
mm-hmm,
and she's like, "You gotta check, I know you do YouTube. You gotta check this guy out. He's family, and So I did, and I liked it. I loved it, man, and I love what they're doing. I love what they're doing, and I was kind of the same way. I'm a helpful guy. I love helping people, and so I just want to help them out. And I ran into him one day and told him, hey, if he ever needs anything, give me a call, and I'm down. And
mm-hmm,
then you know one time we just hooked up, and then um, it was on from there. And then I met the um, beautiful people that I met today, that I'm with today
mm-hmm.
or hanging out with today. Yeah.
What's
So it
up
was
with
like,
the Dudes Network? Thank you for stopping by. I didn't hear too. So that's what got you into the community. It's just pretty much Julie introducing you
yeah,
to
Julie one
people
day,
more.
yeah, introducing me to the predator catching community. It was Julie Harmon. She sent
Okay.
me a link, and then from there, I just, like I said, I fell in love with it and the people because it's great people. You have some trolls, but it comes with the business.
Yeah,
You know,
you got to
and
take the good with the bad.
yeah, so it's like, and a lot of these the creep catchers, or they love catching these guys. They don't have Some of them don't have the security behind them. Some of them don't
Mm-hmm.
have a cameraman. Some of them are out by their lonesome. Some of they're just like FM from Creep Spotlight. He's got nobody beside him to take some shit off his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm always offering. I'm there. So
It's good to have that
anytime.
person behind the scenes that doesn't have an ego. That like, okay, I'm not in this for the fame. I'm not in this for the clout. But I just want to help somebody out and help the cause. It's good to have
Yeah,
a
I don't.
level-headed guy in their corner
Right. And it's
because
like, I didn't mind. I loved helping Jay, man. I loved helping him, man.
Hmm.
It's it
I
was a good
mean,
time. While it
you,
lasted, it was a good time.
you just got to
I
take
don't
the good.
regret. I don't regret any minute of it.
Uh-huh.
Nope.
You just got to take the good with the bad, man. Some things
Right.
happen that you don't plan on happening, and some people don't turn out to be the way you expect, man. And this isn't dogging anybody because I don't know all the particulars, but like I said, sometimes some people amaze you and surprise you in good or bad ways, and you just got to learn from that lesson. You got to move on and, surround yourself around people that care about you.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that's
with
yeah.
anything with social media, any platform nowadays, the, the technology we have today is nothing like when we were kids, man. Like,
Mhm.
for real, like, a lot of this shit that happens is people take a 15-second clip, right, out of a 20-minute story, right? That 20-minute story was beautiful, and it was touching or whatever, but they take that 20-second clip and turn it into a nightmare. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah.
That's with the social media. They can make anything seem real when it's not. Sad
Yeah.
but true.
Yeah, that's social media these days. Like you said, they could take something that could be
Thanks,
completely
FM.
innocent,
I miss you,
completely
man.
innocent, completely innocent, and turn it into something that is the complete opposite, and something that was
Right.
never intended to be at all. And
Yep.
people,
Jumbling words.
yeah, you know how rumors start. They start off
Yep.
with something that was the truth, and then once you hear about it, it's like, no, that never happened at all. That's not the case whatsoever.
Right. It's it's crazy, man. I'm telling you. Hold on, I'm gonna grab my laptop for a second so I can read some of this.
You're good, man. You're getting positive feedback in the comment section, man. Everybody's saying what a good guy you are. So everybody's just showing the
No,
love.
thanks, guys.
You guys, like I
Yeah.
said earlier, go ahead and like and share and subscribe so we get more people. We had quite a few just a few minutes ago. So I'm excited to hear what he's got to say.
Yeah.
So
Hold
did you
on.
always live in the New Jersey area?
Oh no, I'm not in New Jersey. I'm in Massachusetts.
Oh,
I'm
man.
literally yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm literally right down the street from Jay.
Okay.
Literally. Maybe, I don't know, mile, 2 miles.
Okay. So you've always lived there? That's always been your
Yeah,
hometown?
I'm originally from Ayer, Massachusetts, Ayer.
Okay.
Like, if anybody channel, you'll see, like, if you scroll down the videos, you'll see me standing there. It says my hometown, a visit to my hometown, or whatever. You guys should see the little town I grew up in. It was a cool little town, but it was awesome because you had at the time Fort Devens, which is now Devens, Massachusetts. Fort Devens was the military base, and so
Mm-hmm.
we had people from all over, the United States, Germany, like everyone, whoever was stationed in Devon. So I had a ton of friends in high school from all different areas.
That's
But then
cool. So,
90, yeah, I believe 94, way back then, 94. Devon's closed down. They shut it down. In 94, I actually graduated too. So, and then everybody just, went their own ways, got stationed everywhere else. And yeah.
so did
So,
you ever go in the military, or you just had a lot of friends that were?
no, I was very close, but unfortunately I made, some juvenile mistakes. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I was enrolled in the Marine Corps. Um, and I was doing the weekend warrior type, training on the weekends, getting ready for basic training, and during that time, I had caught an OUI and operating under the influence, or actually DWI, driving while intoxicated.
Mm-hmm.
Right? DWI
Yeah.
DWI is driving while intoxicated. OUI is operating under the influence. It could
Influence.
be Yeah, marijuana, whatever, all kinds of different things. But yeah, so I caught a DWI, and it actually ruined my chances. The one that I have, yeah, it ruined a lot for me, man.
That's crazy. That's something, especially at a young age. I mean, we've
Shoot,
all done stupid stuff when we were,
97,
yeah,
1997,
yeah,
and it's like even going for your pistol permit or your license to carry, something that you did as a kid, uh, it it it'll ruin your chances for your entire life,
yeah.
you know?
I mean, we've all been there. I've made stupid decisions when I was a kid, but that's like I said, something like that to haunt you for the rest of your life. Or, I mean, now that DUI is DUI, it is what it is. But
Right.
that's
People
crazy.
make mistakes, People make
Yeah,
mistakes, and it's like it's it's tough too, but you say like God forgives, which he does. And it's tough, and that brings it into another part of my life is when I lost, my daughter and everything. It was the biggest nightmare of my life. It was the worst phone call I could ever imagine. Like I probably don't even remember like 2 weeks after. You know what I mean?
hmm,
It's that phone call that every parent dreads, and I wish it on nobody.
yeah.
I do. It's just going
No,
back. It's oh my God, it was unreal.
no
And I
parent
I
should ever have to bury their kid. Bury their kid. That's
yeah,
crazy.
shout out to
Yeah.
my brother who's in here. Split shout outs.
Uh-huh.
He's the one that actually got a hold of me, because I was in the shower. Like I guess the accident happened at around probably right around 8 o'clock, eight ish at night, and I was at work like always.
Uh-huh.
I worked two jobs, 6 7 days a week. I was never home, and I came home. I got out second shift. I was taking a shower. I found out at 1:47 a.m. that
Wow.
my daughter was in an accident. They wouldn't tell me that she died on the scene. They wouldn't tell me to the next day. Um, so yeah, my brother. I guess when it happened, my daughter's mother called me, and I was in the shower, and I got out. I had a missed phone call, and I said, "The hell is she calling me?" And I said it must have been a butt dial. At
Uh-huh.
2 o'clock in the morning, and sure as shit, the very next phone call was my brother, and yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure you can't even rationalize hearing those words
You too, PB.
that
Yeah.
your daughter had, what had happened. I mean, how did you try to process it? I mean, it's hard to describe it in
Oh,
words, but you can't.
dude, I went to work the next day. And I was so mad. I don't even remember it. I went to work, and because I worked at Pepsi for like I was at Pepsi 15 almost 15 years, and
Uh-huh.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do with myself.
Uh-huh.
I woke up. I I don't even think I went to sleep. I say I woke up, and I don't even know if I went to sleep, but I got dressed and went into work. Like, and I think my boss was like, "What are you doing here? Like, what are you doing here?" And I was like, I don't know. I'm here to work.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do. I had like two belts on. I was all messed up. Yeah. But then it was from there. It was just trying to stay strong. I just looked at it as like God called on her early.
How old was she?
17.
Wow. So she was young, had her whole life. That's
No, yeah,
crazy.
like I had her for like me and her mother weren't together, but we had we had an understanding relationship. We weren't like out to get each other or anything. It was it's how life goes, but it's
Uh-huh.
it's all about the kids, and so she lived in Springfield, Mass, and I still lived in Air, Leominster, or actually Fitchburg, probably at the time. So she used to come on the weekends, and either stay the weekends, and then once she got out of school, she'd come stay for the summer. And we just kick it during the summer. You know, so
So was it
and
just
then
a regular? Was it a typical wreck, or what exactly had happened?
it was a stolen vehicle. So um, it's on masslive.com. Like if anybody wants to read up on it, I'm sure it's still there. But it, from my understanding, it was a kid. They had stole this vehicle from Connecticut, and they had it for, I don't know. They had it for almost a week, I guess. The car, it was a Jeep Cherokee, and they were supposed to be going to a Tuesday night. It was a high school basketball game, and this dude, Aaron Aaron Thorne, is the one that killed my daughter. He picked. I don't know how. I don't know if he stole the vehicle. They have the foot. They have the live footage of the vehicle from the homeowner being stolen from the house in Connecticut, but you can't see who it is. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, they picked Katrina's best friend up, and she called my daughter and said, "We're gonna come get you." And I wasn't there to tell her no.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so she went with them, and I guess they were parked on the side of the street. And there was some sort of, like, I don't know. This is all state police, what they say. There was some sort of drug sting or something, and the Jeep Cherokee was sitting on the side of the road with five of them in it, and they were just sitting there for so long. The cops were like, "I wonder what's going on with that vehicle." So I guess two state police officers walked over to check out the vehicle, and that kid mad at it. Uh, they hit a tree doing 75 miles an hour and a 25. It was nothing. The Jeep is on there too, like if you dig deep, but it's on masslive.com. And if you look up, I believe it's, I don't remember, 14 killed in Springfield crash, or 5
Oh,
teens. I think it was 4.
that's
Yeah, but
crazy.
he killed everybody in the car. And I believe two of them were his cousins. So that kid's he's got a lifetime of nightmares coming to him.
Oh,
You
I
know,
agree. I mean, you
it's
take.
like I almost want to interview him. Like being
Mm-hmm.
as a father, I would not interview. I want to talk to him. I don't even care if the cameras or whatever, but I just want to know what the hell was going through his mind. We all make mistakes, man. We all make them. But
Mm-hmm.
hey, I know my daughter always wears her seatbelt, and she wasn't wearing it that time.
Mm-hmm.
It was I just and he got 11 years.
11.
Uh, 11 years for killing 4 people in that
What?
car accident. Yeah, so and that was yeah, 2017. But normally when they get convicted, they only do half the time, I believe. So he
So
could probably be out anytime now.
So did he serve
He
the
was
full sentence, or is he still in prison?
I I got he's I don't know. I have no clue. I want to look it up, but yeah, he's in Walpole State Prison. If anybody knows anybody that works there,
Mm. So here's a tough
but yeah,
question. Here's a tough question. I know it's hard, especially knowing that he would contribute to your daughter's passing. Do
yeah.
you? How do you feel about him right now?
Oh, there's anger, but then there's forgiveness.
Uh-huh.
Both. That
Uh-huh.
guy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. I mean, that says a lot about you because not a lot of people would be able as forgiving in that situation, especially at that young of an age. And he took other lives as well. I mean, that says, like I said, a lot about you as a person, that you're forgiving in that situation. Like I said, not a lot of people would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, take all the time you need, man. If you need to gather your thoughts or whatnot, you're good, man.
Yeah, just a minute.
Oh, you're good, man.
Yeah. That was a rough one. Yeah, I think I'm good.
And like I said, take all the time you need. That's what we're
Yeah.
here for, man.
No, I
That's
appreciate it.
not not everybody can relate to your situation or can say that something like that has happened. So I couldn't comprehend
Yeah.
that you can get that news that something had happened, at that young of an age. Did
Yeah.
you have any hard times whenever, I mean, the first few weeks, months after her passing?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Um, yeah, I was a mess. Yeah, I was a big mess.
Hmm.
Um, not like, drugs and alcohol and shit like that, just like up here, you know.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. So it's like, I don't know, that was, I my home life wasn't the greatest either, you know what I mean? Like my ex, she was she was very how do you say, like possessive, like she didn't like me going anywhere. She didn't like me
Hmm.
seeing anybody, even talking to my own family, talking to my brother. She would get pissed off, like she just wanted me basically, like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I see some of these people with their stories. I'm like, that abusive shit, man. It's like still in my heart. I'm like, damn, I love her, but why? Why do I love her? I shouldn't. She she treated me like shit,
Hmm.
But
That's the,
and
you know,
then it was just it came to that point where even her family members were like, damn, like we love you, we love the both of you, but this shit's got to end, you
uh-huh,
know. And I went back a couple times. We had a house together, in, and
uh-huh,
I left all that shit. I left everything. I left all of my shit there. I left for the backpack.
you just, man, that type of relationship, it's crazy
Yeah,
because not a lot of people see understanding understanding unless they're in that dynamic of that mental abusive relationship where you guys fight or whatnot, and you always seem to take her back.
yeah,
It's they don't
yeah. I
understand.
don't. And then like my brother and my friends, like, damn, Dan, you gotta let that shit go, man.
Uh-huh,
She's no good. She's no good, and I just wouldn't believe it.
uh-huh. Well, love
But
is
then I was,
blind.
yeah, it is.
You
Yeah,
see a lot of things that you don't want, or you're
yeah,
blind to a lot of things that you should see when you're in a relationship and your heart is invested into something like that. That's why a lot of people don't get out of the mental abusive and the physical abusive relationships because that's all they see is that love or whatnot. They don't see that person for what they really are.
yeah. I think too. Like a lot of it was, her son, Alex. It's like I love him to death, still do. Miss him every
Mhm,
day. Like why can't I see him? Like why can't he come with me?
mhm. So is he your son or was he from a previous relationship?
It was hers, but
Oh,
it's yeah, it's a messed up story. Like he's probably thir- 13 now. Um, I raised him since he was 4. 4 or 5. Yeah, 5. Just about turning 5, and he lost his father in a similar situation. It's my daughter's, but
Mhm.
his car accident, and but his father is, still alive, as a vegetable in some hospital upstate New York. He's got the mentality of a 2-year-old.
Mhm.
Um, he went off the bridge in New York. I
What?
want to say it was like the Hudson Bridge. He went right over, and it was on the news and everything. Like went like roof side down into the whatever the Hudson River or whatever it is. It was like right around noontime. Yeah, I don't know if he fell asleep or was you know I don't know what it
Like
was. I
suicidal or just?
no, 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 no. Maybe I hear like sometimes I hear drugs were involved, and what happens when you fall asleep.
Mhm.
Um, but then there's other things I hear, like he was, they were arguing, and he decided to, and I'll never know.
Mhm.
You know
So
what I
have you
mean? But
made
I know I
any?
love that little boy.
Yeah, have you
You
tried
know?
to reach out to him, or is it just all lines of communication been shut
Yeah.
off?
No, I. How do I say this? Like, I want to reach out to him, but then again, I don't want to rekindle any flames, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I did, like he knows that I love him. It's like I almost want to like wait for him,
Mhm.
or I always tell him like like I told him I'm like where I'm at, man. Like and I just told him always protect your mother, whether she's right or wrong. Stick beside your mother, protect her. You know?
That's crazy that you got to worry about that other dynamic, the mother being
Yeah,
controlling and trying to manipulate the situation when you're just trying to look after your son. That's all you know is that your son. You
yeah,
know,
that's
I
it.
can't imagine.
Man, I left everything. Like I had a two car. I went from a two car garage home, a 1800 square foot house, to staying with my brother,
Hmm.
you know?
Shout out to your
But
brother, man.
sometimes,
He
yeah, yeah.
seems
Like
like a good
sometimes
dude.
you can have everything in the world and still not be happy. Like I wanted, I had my own garage, I had everything, but I wasn't
Mhm.
fucking happy.
Yeah. I like FM's comment. Don't worry, you'll get it back, man. I've I can
Yeah,
relate. I've been almost myself, so I can relate to that in a lot of aspects. When you work so hard to
yeah,
get everything, then you lose it all of a sudden, and it's like, okay, where do I go? Like there was times I didn't even know when my next meal was coming. So it can have a lot take a toll on you mentally.
that's why I'd rather share it.
Hmm.
You know, I mean, give it away.
Hmm. Yeah, we've only got this one life, man. It's
Yeah,
no need to take it all for yourself. You just got to give it out and try to pay it forward,
yeah.
especially if
It's like
you know what it's like.
I had a lot of shit, and I lost it. But like I said, man, it's all material. It's all material shit. Like when we leave this world, what are we leaving with? This
Hmm.
right here. That's it.
Just uh, just
That's it.
ourselves. Yeah.
Yep.
So how did you
That's it.
lose everything? Did you mind?
Well, the thing is, like, I could have probably went back and like got everything and paid for storage, whatever. I just didn't want to deal with the headache. You know what I mean? And when I
Hmm.
tell you headache, those people that have been in those relationships, like the neighbors get involved, people yelling and screaming, the cop. I just don't want that. I hated it. I hated every minute of it. It's like
Hmm.
Um, I would rather just chalk it up as a loss and just not even deal with it.
Hmm. So she got pretty much everything out of the divorce or whatnot, and you just had to learn how to start over, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I didn't. I don't care though. I don't really care. Like the right one will come.
exactly, man. That's when you least expect it. The right one is going to come along. You don't have to try to push it or chase for it. You'll know at that
Yeah,
time that person is going to come along. I like what FM says, been there, done that, and you deserve better. That's true, man.
yeah. On a good note, man. That's why, like, I'm not saying like it's a whole bad situation how this happened, but I'm gonna turn it into a good situation.
Mm,
You know, and it's like that's why I'm traveling like a lot. I never did before.
yeah.
So shit, watch out, guys. I'll be everywhere.
Look forward
You know.
to Daps doing his thing everywhere and sharing his story. Man,
Yeah,
that's
I got some good people behind me too, man.
you do, man. You got a good nucleus of people that are supporting you, brother.
Yeah, Tommy, FM, Musa, couple other people behind the scenes, Blonde Java, good
Hmm.
people.
Yeah. It's a good
You know,
community once you get involved in it and you get around the right people that have your best interests at heart
true,
and care about you,
true,
man.
Robin.
Yes, we all need each
We all
other. That,
do. We do. Yeah. And those of you like that that don't have my number, just call me or find me, or I'm sure you can, reach Christopher, talk to him. I'm sure anybody in this chat, like right now, I can't really see, but pretty much anybody in this chat, you can probably give a call and they'd help you out.
hmm.
You know,
So with that
so
woman, did it ever get like? I know you said it got like verbally. So did it ever get to the point where it was physical on her end, or was just all?
oh no, no, like I mean, it may have like she may have tried to come at me once. I just fold her in half and then press her,
Hmm.
and tell her, it's not worth it. Like
Hmm.
I never um laid my hands on a woman. I never would.
Hmm.
I wasn't raised that way. But she may have came at me once in the years that we were together. Um, she never did it again. But she it was mental. It was all
Hmm.
mental.
That
It's like I
controlling
don't know.
factor.
So like it was so weird though. It was like I was in a twilight zone. I did not know what I would do wrong. I would come home and say like, "Hey," from work, and I'd see this look, and I'm like, "Okay." And then all of a sudden, it would be anything, anything. I used a paper. I used a regular plate instead of a paper plate, and it was the end of the world. I was getting chased out of the house. She was screaming outside. The neighbors were, the dogs biting the cat, and you know what I mean. It was just
Hmm.
and I'm like, what all this stem from? Me saying hi and grabbing a plate. It was the
Hmm.
stupidest. It was, but she was kind hearted when she wanted to be. I mean, she was very kind hearted, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes mental sickness will it'll destroy you. When I
Yeah.
first met her, she's a beautiful girl, kindest girl. We got along great, and things change through the years. People can get into substance abuse, and you might not even know it. You just see an attitude change.
Hmm.
A lot of it stems from other substances.
It's the
You
little
know,
things that can set them off, like you said, the little
I used to
personality things.
Yeah, I used to record it. I used to record it. I still have. I was talking. Matter of fact, I was talking with somebody, and I'm sure you know who you are, um, about actually recording um some of the conversations between us just for protection. Like I
Mhm.
save them just in case something ever comes up in the future that I put my hands on her, or I did this and I did that, and I have video documentation, man. I used to just record it just to protect my ass, not to
Mhm.
go spreading it anywhere, but I just save it, because you never know what's going to happen, you know but
And you gotta hold everything except, especially for evidence purposes, that way, because not a
thanks,
lot of
bro.
people understand that. They understand it from the female's perspective of the guy abusing her, but from a guy's getting abused by the females, it doesn't. I mean, I'm sure it happens more than you think, but
Yeah,
not too many people are. They're aware of it. They kind of laugh about it, or sweep it under the rug, which is shouldn't be the case at all.
right. And we saw almost like a case of it last night. I didn't personally see it when it was live, but
Hmm.
for it was I saw it after, and
Yeah.
just like tuning in and seeing it after, if I were to watch it and not have any clue, I'd be like, wow, this dude is like bipolar or something, man, because
Hmm.
it went from you know his girlfriend just trying to tell him something and him not listening. So she
Hmm.
got a little, so she raised the vocals a little bit, which women do. Um,
Especially in that situation when
and
things are
right,
heated.
like, hey, I got something important to tell you. Listen to me. And then it was like snap, you know. Wow,
Yeah.
that'll
I
make
yeah.
every like all the viewers be like, what's really going on at home? Is she
Mm,
okay?
yeah.
Is he
I
okay? Does he need professional help? Like, um, I don't know. I know I was in a situation and everyone was telling me to leave, and I didn't want to. I mean, I did, but I didn't. I don't know why. I don't know why I never left. And then I
Mhm.
finally just grew the balls and I said, I'm better than this. You know what? I am way better than this. I don't need this. I don't need this. And
Mhm.
I wasn't happy, so I just grabbed my backpack and never came back.
Yeah. And that's what it takes sometimes. I said that earlier this morning. Sometimes you have to reach rock bottom for you to realize, you know what, this isn't the best for me. Like we could say this all day long to that particular person, but until they wake up for
Yep.
themselves and say, you know what, I deserve better. This is bullshit. I deserve better than this. They're
Right.
not going to try to get out of that situation, unfortunately.
Right. A relationship should be 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Not 80-20, not 60-40. It should be, 50-50, with the love, just love each other, and that's it. I can't go searching for it because I'm not if I'm looking for it, I ain't gonna find it. So
Hmm.
I'm just taking it day by day, and whatever happens. It
Yeah.
is what it is. But
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and get out, um, and help these kids, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Never make somebody an option, or never make somebody a priority, or all they are to use an option.
right,
Don't try to go over and beyond for somebody who just doesn't. They're not. They only see you as an option, or what they can get out of you, the money they can get for out of you, or the cloud, or whatnot. If they're not
right,
fully invested, like you said, there's no reason to pursue things. You shouldn't have to be in that situation, and you shouldn't
right,
have to chase after things like they don't want to be pursued, or y- y- you know I've done that in the past myself in situations. It's like, you know what, now that I'm older, I'm like, man, what was I thinking, putting myself in that situation, or
yeah,
doing the things I did. You learn as you get older what you want and don't want, but now it's like, I'm not don't settle for less than what you deserve.
Exactly, exactly, and like every one of you, man, every one of you is just as valuable as me or as the next person. Um, none of us are rock stars, man. We're all average people, and we just care. It's like I don't give a shit about money. Like I never like all the rumors out there that I was getting paid this $1,500 a month or whatever BS that was. Dude, I didn't make shit, man. I didn't make a goddamn thing, man. I made $20 here, $40 there. Whatever gas money.
Hmm.
It was like I was never I was never on a friggin' payroll. I did it because I loved it.
Yeah. Do you want to talk
I
about it
loved
now that
helping people,
now that's a
you
topic?
know?
Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I'll 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 say the truth, man. I'll say the truth. It's just like, that I honestly don't know what happened. I don't. I don't know what I did.
Hmm.
Got dropped off. Got dropped off on my birthday, and that was it. Never heard from him again.
That's
Actually, he
crazy, man.
came back on my birthday and grabbed my inverter, the decoy phone, couple battery packs. That's why I didn't have any friggin' battery packs left. Um,
Mhm.
and what was that? Never saw him again, and I don't know what I did.
Crazy, man.
I looked at it as like the Ryan or the supporter there was you know, from what I was told, he was like, "You take the birthday off, and I'm gonna take one of the supporters out for a catch in Pittsburgh." That's when Alex was here when they got to
Oh,
do it
so
in
it was him.
Pittsburgh.
It was
Yeah, when
Ryan.
they had, yeah, it was them big when they had that big group of people following the guy down the
Yeah,
road in
yeah,
Pittsburgh.
yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't even ask me if I wanted to go. He just said, "Take the day off. It's your birthday." Shit, you would maybe I wanted to go on a catch on my birthday, you know.
Hmm.
But I just sat at home, and shout out to Blonde Java, Tommy, Creeps FM, Creeps FM, Musa, dude. All those guys caught me off guard. They when we were together last time, dude. They gave me a cake, a card, their little
Wow.
birthday. That was
That's
cool,
that's
you
awesome,
know.
man.
But yeah, so I still don't know what happened, man. I don't know. When that whole thing blew up, um, I was, I still didn't get any answers. Like, what did I really do? Like, he wouldn't end. Like, I don't know. He just said, I'm not a part of his circle. So I
That's
guess I'm not a
crazy,
part of his
man.
circle. But I mean, shit, I still, mad love, to everybody, man. Like, maybe we just didn't, I thought we clicked. I don't know. But it was, like I said, maybe he needed to make a little more money. Maybe Ryan did a better job. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, it who know I can't answer that. It was like I don't know what I did. I really don't. But you know, thank God, I had some I met the people I did, like FM and
Mhm.
Tommy and Musa. They had no problem telling me I was a good person.
Yeah, you are, man. Now, I highlighted what FM said, man. There's no need to dwell on the past, man.
Yeah. Yep.
You just look forward, man. You know, don't think
Yeah,
about the.
and it was like, and two is like I wanted to clear up too, like because a lot of people don't know that whole story with Blonde Java. I hope she doesn't mind that I say. I don't think she will, but it. I was there. What a lot of people don't know is when Tommy and Jay got that catch that night. Um, it was at the house, and Blondie got in her car. I got in our rental car. I got in the car, the one that got scratched, And I looked at Blondie and I said, Blondie, I'm moving the car down the other end of the condos. So when the guy comes, when the pred comes, he sees an empty parking lot, and then whatever, we'll
Mhm.
meet Jay or whatever in the garage. So I went up around the corner. She had parked her car. I stayed in it because I heard the guys over the on the lives. Oh, he's here! He's here! He's here! And they were trying to get the pred to come in the house, and he wouldn't get out of his car. So you know what I did? I took the car and I floored it back and I boxed him in. And I put my high beams on like I was the cops, so he
Mm.
couldn't tell it was the car. So he shut his car off and he got out. And then they walked into the house to do the interview. And Jay said, "Park the car in the driveway." So I parked the rental in the drive. So I parked the rental in the driveway.
Mhm.
Now Blondie isn't outside. She's inside. She has no clue that I moved the car back into the driveway. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So the whole time everybody's in the house, I parked the car in the driveway. She gets mad. She wanted whatever. She wanted to get air and do whatever. Now this predator had the same type of car, small black car. That's what we knew. That's what she knew. She went outside, saw a small black car. The guy didn't get arrested. She wanted to make him pay another way. So it was a complete mistake that happened to that car,
Mhm.
right? And she didn't have to say anything. She didn't have to say a word. None of us would have knew.
Mhm.
She woke up in the morning and called us all to the table and said, "Listen, guys, I did something last night I regret, but I will pay for it. I will pay for everything. I did something last night," and all of us are like, what's going on? What? And she came out honestly and said, "Hey, I thought the car was down the other end, and I got the wrong car." Yeah,
Mm.
I don't know. Right off the bat, I was like, "Yo, let's go to AutoZone, man. Let's get some buffing compound. Let's try to buff that shit out." I was
Mhm.
trying like I was trying right off the bat, trying to save money. I wasn't thinking money, anything. I was trying to save, and I still think I might have been able to. I don't know, but then yeah. So it was like she fessed up and she paid. She paid the full amount, which it was $1,000 deductible, right?
Mhm.
That's all that was owed because of the fact that we kept the car for friggin' 3 weeks.
Mhm.
That wasn't shown on the bill, was it? No. Maybe that's why the bill was $2,200. Would you think that $1,000 deductible? How much do you think a car is to rent for friggin' 3 weeks?
It's not cheap. I can imagine.
There you go. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah,
That's it.
that bill would run up high each and every day,
Right.
especially up north when things are a lot more expensive than things in the south. That's would definitely not be
But
cheap.
even getting a car, like you would expect. I would expect to pay what, around $1,200 to rent a car for 3 weeks. I think that's right around the price range. I don't
Uh-huh.
know. What do you guys think? I don't know. I wouldn't think that like all of a sudden mysteriously there's another $600 or $700 worth of damage after like Enterprise is pretty straight up. Like this is this is what happens if you wreck the car, right? $1,000 deductible. That's that's it.
Uh-huh.
Whether you total it or you break a headlight, there's no adding more. There's no taking that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You either have it. And the thing was that all she did was she asked to see his insurance card for um, for her for the person that does her finances.
Yeah,
You need records. You know,
yeah.
and all
Gotta have
I
proof
said
and
to
stuff like
him
that.
was, "What, like, why don't you just show her? Just show her.
Mm.
what is the big deal, man? Just show her." And he didn't want to. I don't know. This whole thing was all because he didn't want to show her the insurance.
Yeah,
That's why this whole entire shit happened.
that's
Not wanting
crazy.
to show the insurance card, you know? And it's not fair to her that everyone's, bad mouthing her and this and that, and like she's the biggest sweetheart in the world, man. And it's not all, Tommy's biggest supporter and this, that, and the other thing. She does a lot more than just that, man. She's how much has she done for Jay? Holy shit. Don't even let me go there. You know what I mean? She's printed out paperwork. Like she's done so much behind the scenes. It's unreal. And like for someone to be so ungrateful like that, it just hurts.
Yeah,
It just hurts. Like someone that's dedicated to helping you, reach the clouds. It's just terrible for someone to do something like that to somebody. Sorry,
yeah,
guys. It is.
yeah.
But it's all over and done with. It's all taken care of. Everything's paid. And everybody's on their own merry way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and let's
That's
just hope we can all just let's hope this can all get fixed, or not necessarily fixed. Let's just hope it all just goes away and everybody does whatever they do. There should be no um, retaliation in any way towards anybody, or I left it as no hard feelings, man.
that's the best way to look
Bye,
at it,
Robin.
man. That's the best way to look at it. Just
Thank
take
you.
take that as a lesson and move on. Not try to bring
Right,
up old drama and old bullshit. Just move on. Let's everybody just get over
right,
and
and
done with.
support these
And
catchers, man.
yeah,
Support all the catchers, man. They're trying to change these laws. Our poor kids are getting, raped and taken from their childhoods, are getting robbed from them. You know, there's children dying, of
mm-hmm,
sexual abuse. It's I don't have a child anymore. It's
mm-hmm,
I want to help as many people as I can. I don't want the drama in this shit anymore. Like like you say, you have your entertainers and you have your teachers,
mm-hmm.
or the people that are out to do some good, or create content, learning experiences or whatever, like, but entertainers shouldn't be taking this predator this predator situation as a joke. I can
It's
understand a
not.
couple jokes here and there, but it's a serious thing. And
Yeah,
yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's a serious thing. And I definitely think law enforcement needs to be a little more involved myself.
yeah. I think especially
Attention seekers, right?
if it's something that affects children, you would think that to be all about trying to protect kids and
Right,
get these people off the streets, especially if we're out here trying to bring awareness and trying to expose these people from behind the scenes. You would think they'd be all about that, trying to help us out. But it's like we talked about earlier in the case with FM. It's not always the case, and that's
right.
sad.
That right there is a prime example, right there. And then you got people in chat that are like, call the cops, spamming it. Call the cops. Like, right there, firsthand. He walked right up to him. They treated him like a joke.
Hmm.
You almost don't want to.
Yeah.
You almost want to just take care of it yourself. But you know what? Like I said, um, public shaming is probably one of the worst punishments alone.
Hmm.
To put someone's face in front of thousands of people and and to let him know what type of person he is, that's a lot better than going to jail, I think.
Yeah, because
I think
they can.
exposing him is one of the biggest ones,
Yeah,
you
because
know.
it's on the internet, man. They're gonna get their job. They're gonna get fired more than likely. They're in their community. People are gonna see
Yeah,
who they are. They're gonna
everybody's
post
gonna know
them.
who they are.
Yeah,
Yep.
and you can only do so much to them in jail. I mean, I know they don't like it in prison, but I think in some aspects it's better that they're out there in the public because we can almost like keep an eye on them, or
Yeah.
we're aware of who they are.
And it should be like literally, like I believe, like just as FM does, castration, like
Mhm.
surgically remove their shit so they cannot touch another kid. They can live, but they can't touch nobody. You know,
Mhm.
but
Man,
just chop it off. You know,
I'm loving this conversation, man. It's been a good interview, man. I'm glad
you're
that
a
you.
great guy, Christopher. Man, I'm happy I met you too, man. You're a good guy, man. Even
I
chatting with
appreciate
you,
it.
you know, off the stream, like back and forth texting and everything, man. Like you can call me anytime too, man. You got my number. You know, it's great. It's awesome talking to you, man. It actually feels good to get this out. You know,
Yeah, man.
it
I'm
does.
sure, like that a lot. You've been through a lot, man. So it's good that you had that outlet, man. I'm just giving you guys an outlet. That's all I am here. I'm a
Well,
mouthpiece
not.
to give you guys, an
Yeah,
opportunity
and
to talk about things,
I
man.
I see you growing, man. I see you growing. This is a great idea, and this is you have the right platform, um, and I see you growing. You know, you're giving everybody, no matter what story they have, a way to get it off their chest, and I see that
Hmm.
as is just just as good, man. Like just as good as helping. It's helping everybody. You know, it's
Hmm.
helping the person that it felt good to talk about my daughter again. I don't know why, it just feels good, you know. And I
Yeah.
got to get that off my chest because sometimes you just don't have anybody to talk to,
Hmm.
you know.
It's good. It's not good to keep things bottled up. I went through that phase a long time ago when I was a
Yep,
teenager. Depression, suicide, and stuff like that. For those that are not aware, they could see my story in one of my previous videos. I won't go into detail about that, but
yep.
it's good to get things out in the open and talk about things. And that's why I love doing what I'm doing because it gets people the opportunity to express what they've been through in their life.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I appreciate it. I was actually honestly, I told you I was like, man, I'm kind of nervous about this, but you eased me right into it. You're very good with people. You know, you're good with people. You're a good talker, man. Make them feel comfortable, and I appreciate that.
No, I
You
appreciate
know,
that. I'm just growing, man. And this is my fifth interview, so I still learning the ropes in some aspects. Trying to get this down pat, but I'm glad that I'm getting these
hey,
opportunities.
before you know it, you're gonna have a green screen behind you. You're gonna be like,
Yeah,
"Hey, everybody, welcome!" Like
yeah.
you get the hang of it, and you're gonna have. I see you growing, man. I see it. I
I
already see it.
I appreciate it.
You got
This
a great you you got a great personality, man. And
Thank
I
you.
hope maybe someday, where are you in Florida? Where
I'm
are
in
you?
Georgia. I was originally from
You're
Tampa,
in
but
Georgia?
yeah,
I might shoot, man. What part of Georgia?
South Georgia. I'll say that much.
How far are you from like Savannah?
About 3 hours.
Three
3 hours.
hours?
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh
It's not too
shit.
bad of a drive.
I might be out that way
All right,
soon.
man.
You know what I mean? Sometime. Yeah. I'll be out and about soon within the next, couple months, couple months or whatever,
Hmm.
So
Well, definitely
yeah.
keep in touch with each other, man. Like I
Yeah.
said, it's been a pleasure having you on. I wanted to just ask you a few questions that are off topic. If you want to ask them, I know you got a Celtics hat on. Are you a big Celtics fan?
Yeah, actually I threw this on. Yeah, I like the Celtics. But my brother, this is my brother's hat, and I was sweating and I came down and then I washed my hair real quick, so I threw this on because it was the first thing by the door. And it kind of
Mm,
matched my shirt. It was just kind of random. I normally have my other hats, but this is my brother's. I like the
mhm.
Celtics though.
Yeah, I'm a Lakers fan, so I wasn't too happy whenever they lost out of the first round of the playoffs, but it
Thanks,
is what it
PB.
is. Thank you, Mr. PB. I appreciate the love, brother. You are also a good dude.
Yeah, I'm more of like hockey. I like hockey and
Yep.
you know, but I haven't when the pandemic and everything happened, everything just stopped. So it's like, you know, everything
Hmm.
just kind of, we didn't have any more games really and this and that. And then I've been busy with a lot of this. Like I tell you the honest to God truth, I don't even think I don't really watch TV anymore.
Hmm.
I'm more like straight YouTube. If there's anything I want to watch, I watch it on YouTube, you
Yeah.
know, pretty
That's the
much,
way it is nowadays. People that are, there's not so much cable TV these days. People are on to YouTube or different outlets to get their entertainment.
right. How many people are in here? I can't even see. I don't have no clue how many
Right
people
now,
are in
there's
here.
12, but there was as many as
Cool.
20 something. I'm sure there's other catches going on, so it's not as many as
Yeah, I
there
kind of
would
figured
be.
that. That's why I was
Yeah.
like right when it was like 5 o'clock. It was right around 5 o'clock, and I was still dealing with it. I ran up and I was like, oh, and then I got the alert from Colorado, and I was
Yeah.
Tommy, man, right there, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's
Shout out to,
got, and then yeah, shout out to CPP, man. He's great dude, man. Tommy's a great dude. And then
yeah.
PP Mass right after that had a live catch.
Hmm.
Um, hopefully they're all safe. You know what I mean? It's just Christopher. I have no hard feelings against anybody, but um, I didn't do anything wrong. I don't think I did. I thought I did, but it took these guys to tell me that I didn't do anything wrong because for the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, what did I do to him? What did I
Hmm.
like? What did I do? It was driving me crazy. I didn't know what I did. I didn't know. And they said you didn't do anything,
Yeah. Sometimes it's like that, man. I've had
but I
close
lost.
friends.
I lost some, equipment, and
Yeah.
you know. But the thing
I've
was,
had,
is like, he should have at least returned my shit because when I bought all that stuff, I bought two of everything. So he could have one and I could have one. He could have one and I could have one. But now he has
mhm.
them both. So,
And just move on, man.
yep.
Just,
Yeah. I mean,
that's all you can do, man.
he needed it more than I did, you know. But
So I wanted to talk about your YouTube channel. We talked about it a little bit
yeah,
earlier. What do you see in the future for your channel?
what do I see? Um I see I might start dealing with some of these Preds, you know. I
Okay.
got a good team behind me and they're I think they're gonna back me on it. And it's I've been doing a lot of watching, I've been doing a lot of observing, um and uh I think we'll be seeing each other soon. So um
Okay.
I might I might get a couple catches for y'all, man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We'll put
Subscribe
it
to
that
Daps.
way.
Hey,
We'll put it
hey,
that way. You know what I
it,
mean? So I
it's
mean,
good.
on kind of a hint, but I got a good team that's gonna train me properly. You
Uh-huh.
know, I've been around it for quite a while. I think I just need to actually get one under my belt for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's good
But
to it's good to step out and do new things, man.
yeah.
I I fully support you, brother. We got people in here that's gonna support you as well. So I mean,
Oh,
we
I
got you, buddy.
appreciate it, man. These guys need to be brought down, man. They need to be exposed, and every community needs to know every one of them that's in the area. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yep.
This social media is jam packed full of them. That's their way of getting at them. You know what I mean?
I
What did
just
he say?
Creeps had a question. Who's your favorite catcher?
Rami.
I think it was a trick question.
No, man. Who's my favorite catcher, man?
He's putting him on the spot.
Yeah, I know. No, I love you all, man. I love you all, man. I can't. There's no. I don't have favorites.
Yeah,
Don't do
that's
that to
good.
me, man.
It's like me, man. I like everybody. I
I
have no beef with anybody.
right,
It is what it
right.
is.
There's FM. Um, FM's very entertaining. If
Yeah.
if if you would have asked me um 3 months ago who was my favorite catcher, I would say Creep Spotlight. If you ask me now, I would say I have three of them.
Yeah. Just in no particular order. That way
Right.
everybody's happy. If there's
Yeah.
anybody that has any questions, feel free to ask too as well. Now that we're wrapping things up, if you want to ask Daps any questions,
Right.
wait a moment, let them get rolling in.
What's that? Let me see. What's that say?
So you getting the itch to go out there and do some catches?
Yeah, I have quite a few right now. They're just attacking my decoy phone,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to make any moves right now without my team. Like
Mm-hmm.
without someone being there first. Someone that's got the experience. I've been with Jay quite a few times. I'm sure I could handle it, but for safety reasons, I mean, I do have my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Split shout outs who's a big boy. I don't have to worry. He's my security man. Um, but I just want to approach it in the right way, and I want to be taught right. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go out there and just um, you know for my first time I know I don't have to go live, but I want to feel comfortable enough to have someone experienced with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mackenzie had a question. How can they get a hold of you?
Um, any way you want. I do. Do you have her number,
She's on
Chris?
Insta. She's on Insta. If my mods want to go ahead and post his link for his Instagram, that where they can reach him, that's probably the best route. If somebody
Yeah,
go
I
ahead
mean,
and,
like you can like I don't know if you can get a hold of Chris. Christopher has my numbers too. Like if you need to personally talk to me, um, Christopher, you could give her my number if you
okay,
want. Like I don't know if
I
you
got
guys message you, but I
yeah,
give you permission. You could give it to her or whatever. You can give me a call anytime.
okay,
Like
I,
you ever want to get something off your head, give me a call, man. Whatever.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll post it in just a moment where they can reach you out on Insta, just in general. Um,
Right. I don't mind giving my number to
yeah,
certain people who I trust. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I know sometimes like certain mods and everything, like we do need personal phone numbers because of the fact that if someone's live or something happens where they need to get in touch with somebody right away, not going through social media, get to them directly in case of emergency, you do
Hmm.
need to have a number. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
So
got you. I'll message you later, Mackenzie, with his information, how you
yeah.
can reach him. Um, any last words or anything while we wrap things up?
Nah, I mean, I appreciate everybody who's in here, and thanks for I really appreciate all of you, man. You guys are good people. Um, this is a great community. Let's all stick together on this, and you know, work together. If we can't work together, let's just fight for this cause and work on getting these laws changed, or at least moving forward for the years to come. Um,
Mhm.
and start making things better, man. Let's start making things more positive on our ends. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Let's take down the bad guys and all the good guys stick together and work together.
I
We have a
fully
huge
agree, man.
community,
And it's going to grow even more. People like yourself getting
right?
involved,
FM,
and me giving the people a platform, and maybe eventually doing other things in the community. I just, it's all going to grow even more, man. So I'm glad that you're on, able to tell your story, man. I appreciate it very much, man. Much love, brother.
right? And to anybody else too, that it's not just associated with just the predator catching, but if anybody else needs any, just wants to get stuff off their chest or needs any advice on anything, hit me up. I do all kinds of different, all types of different stuff, from filming to repairs to anything. You know what I mean? So
That's
everything.
cool, man. So we've already posted your Insta. If anybody needs to get a hold of me, if one of my mods can go ahead and post my Instagram as well. I also Friday got my T-shirt thing lined up. So if
Speaking
anybody,
of it, get your t-shirts. I
yes,
just ordered
get your
mine.
shameless plug. Thank you for Daps for ordering the other day. That means a lot. I'm not begging, I'm not pleading. I'm just letting you know it's out there. The link is should be on my YouTube. If not, it's on my Instagram. If anybody wants to go ahead and check that out and see what that's all about. I want to thank everybody for taking their time to come on and hear Daps tell a story. If you want to go ahead and like and share so other people can watch it later on. And please subscribe to both of our channels as well. So let's get to 1K so he can post the stuff live for the drones. That would be very helpful. And just subscribe to him and my channel as well. Like I said, thank you
Yeah.
everybody for showing up for tonight. Much love, and talk to you guys later. Peace.
Later. Love you guys.